It is Matt Sikkink Johnson.
Yeah, also
4-0. There we go.
Also 4-0. Has had a good deal of Pro Tour success as well. We've seen him in just plenty of feature matches actually.
Yeah.
So has had some really good runs at the Pro Tour as well.
So this should be a pretty good battle here for Luis as he gets things going with his Dragonfire Blade. I believe Dragonfire Blade made an early appearance in the last rounds with Kotis, so that was sweet.
Ooh.
Oh, Sinkhole Surveyor.
Yeah, I did ask Luis. I asked him how has the blade been, and he said it's been super strong all tournament for him. Just the fact that he needs some way to close out the games, and that plus the Kotis has been just absolutely amazing for him. But Matt also looks like he's got something sweet brewing there. We see a bivouac. We actually see all 5 colors on Matthew's side.
Yep.
So this is going to be just a battle of just really powerful cards. Luis does have the answer here, though, to the Surveyor.
Oh.
Really, really big. That thing on turn 2 on the play, if you don't have an answer, can just run away with the game.
Absolutely. Even if it's just making a whole bunch of bodies going wide, but, getting a big flyer in the air. It's hard to deal with after a certain point. So just taking a look at the deck list that Matt registered. He's got a couple Stormplane detainments. He's got Teeming Dragonstorm.
He's got a Baitor.
Ooh.
Kin to all. That's a bomb.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
2 Piercing Exhales, so plenty of removal.
Twin Maw Stormbrood as well. So, yeah, and unsurprising, just a really, really good multicolor deck. Tons of good cards and some bombs at the top end of the mana curve as well. Luis's deck, notably, has a very, very big, difficult time dealing with 5 toughness flyers.
Yes, yeah.
And so if Matt can resolve the Baitor, it's going to be really, really tough for Luis to actually deal with it unless he counters it.
Sagu Pummeler hits the board here now, so that's a big roadblock now for Kotis. But would be able to attack with that Dragon Blade. And speaking of Baitor,
oh.
Hey, buddy! I love this dragon. It's so much fun.
I think Luis might have one answer to this card. The card that exiles things that cost 3 or more.
Kintry Severance?
Kintry Severance. That's the only thing. And this thing is unbelievable.
It's so good.
Just on stats. It's a 5-mana, 5/7 flyer, but draws you a card immediately.
Yes.
And if you somehow get 20 toughness in play, all of a sudden basically all your creatures effectively have vigilance as well.
Yeah. And then if you somehow, I don't know if anyone's pulled this off. If you have, let me know in chat or come up to me and say, yes, I've gotten 40 toughness in a limited game. I took my opponent's life total down to 2 or whatever.
Yeah, and Luis does have a 5/5 flyer, but that's still not big enough here, so Baitor will continue drawing cards here for Matt.
Hell yeah. I love me a good Mythic Dragon.
Well, all the Mythic Dragons are just completely insane.
They are, right?
Which, you know what? Look, if Wizards, this is the Dragon set.
Yes.
If your Dragons are not
Busted.
awesome feeling anytime you cast it, you have not done your job.
Yes.
So, good job, Wizards.
Good job, Wizards.
All your Mythic Dragons are broken.
Jeez, no kidding. Urani comes down and whacks you for 10. Oh, Encroaching Dragonstorm. Okay. Gonna go get some lands.
So lots of mana here, and wow, this might be tough here. Matt's deck looks excellent. Great mana fixing, amazing top-end bomb there in the Baitor as well.
Yeah. Oh, what? He's got Felithar too?
Yeah, Felithar is also really solid.
Just have all of the Abzan rares, why don't you? Nice.
Getting a bunch of white mana here. Curious to see what Matt's kind of working his way up into casting. Yeah, tons of removal too.
Yeah.
Static Snare, double Stormplane Detainment.
It's going to be tough for Luis to get something to stick. And notably, or importantly, I should say, exile effects from Matt. So Kotis is not going to be long for this world if he finds one of those pieces of removal.
Right.
Put the big stick on the Kotis. Let's go.
So that is a 4/3. It is indestructible. Of course, Matt's got a 5/7 that can block. But if Matt does choose to block, then Luis does have the Glacial Dragonstorm in the graveyard to kind of finish it off. So Matt does have an interesting decision to make here. Do you take 4 and let Luis hit a bunch of cards off the top of your deck, or do you maybe just chump block with the Sagu Pummeler?
I mean, I don't hate sticking that guy in the way, but yeah.
He's taking it.
Let's see. Oh.
What do we hit?
Okay.
Oh,
Is that
my
4
gosh.
hits? 3 hits?
That's 3 hits. Okay. Wow.
No, wait. It's 4. Because you can take the dragon as well, right?
You can get a land.
Yeah, you can get the land with that.
Right, because,
Roost Seek, whatever it is.
Wow. He hit 4 spells off of the Kotis. That is incredible.
Maybe the guy should have jumped in the way there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, wait. I thought you were on team take 4 damage.
Huh?
What?
What? No, I'm just saying the guy, the blocker should have jumped in the way there.
I missed something. I missed it. Wow. What a hit here from Luis. Will that be enough here to fight through that Baitor?
And this Warden of the Grove, this card, if you don't have an answer for it, will run away with the game.
Yeah, it is the ultimate removal check.
Ugh. Gotta kill me, otherwise I'm just gonna win.
Wow. Just turned around and what?
Jeez.
Like, what? That is so ridiculous what just happened here.
Kotis slaps. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah,
this
but
card is sick.
It usually doesn't slap that hard.
Okay, look, you need a lot of help with it. It needs renew effects and buffs.
That was a roundhouse kick.
Jeez, like to the teeth.
Yeah.
Owie.
So Luis does find the 5th mana source here. Gets the plains. Has some blockers here for Baitor. You can also just move the Dragon Blade.
Yeah.
To have 7 power of flyers in play to potentially block the Baitor.
Man, did we do the end step counter there, or are we there yet? No, we're not there yet.
I don't think we're. Luis still has probably plenty more here potentially. Has all the colors that he needs.
Got all these.
Yeah.
Wow, I think that's the best coaches we'll see.
Oh,
in a limited
absolutely.
Game. Globe, nice.
Okay, so Luis matching Matt's abundance of mana, and yeah, we are passing here.
Oh boy, any creature now that enters is going to endure equal to the number of counters on that guy. So that's nasty.
So yeah, Matt's also got to be mindful of the fact that Luis did not choose to move the blade, right? You could have moved it over to the 3/3 dragon for 1 mana and keep up 2.
Yeah.
But so Luis does have a treasure in play as well, so does have access to 4 mana.
Yeah.
We know that Luis does have counter magic in his deck, so could maybe be trying to cast the counter and have it still be relevant given. But it's kind of tough just because Luis has conditional counters, and Matt's got 9 mana sources in play. Okay. But if he's got a Dispelling Exhale, it would work here.
Yeah. Oh.
It's an Armament Dragon.
Yeah, that's Spectral Denial. So.
Spectral Denial, and he's got a 4-power creature in play, so that actually makes it so that the denial is for 4. Yeah, that is awesome. It's not for 3 because you have, for every creature with power 4 or greater, you get to do it for 1 more. So that was really, really big here. And now if you're Matt, I mean,
danger.
In a really tough spot.
Okay, Philothar, the follow-up here.
Okay, pumping up the entire team, sure. Still drawing cards. But now Luis can't actually attack with the Kotis because we have an 8 toughness creature here in play.
Yeah, so it's at 8, 5, 13. We're not at 20 yet, no. And even
Almost.
then, like...
yeah, untapping your creatures. I suppose you can attack and then block. Yes.
Yeah, but not really good attacks right now.
Yeah, but now Luis just can't attack for free with the Kotis because it is a 4-power creature attacking into an 8 toughness creature, and the Glacial Dragon Hunt would not be enough to close it out.
So some way to pump coaches, perhaps. I mean, I don't think Luis is running any pump spells.
Renew effects. Well, he's got the blade.
Oh, yeah, he's got...
But...
Yeah, it's just the Gold Keeper, I think.
Okay.
Skirmish Rhino doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I suppose if Luis doesn't have a good card draw spell, Matt is the one who's drawing an extra card every turn.
Yeah. Where's that Blizzard, eh?
Could have it.
Yeah. Where's our turtle? Oh, I wonder if Maria kept track for our Storm Shell count. I'll have to ask her.
This must be a pretty tough turn here for Luis.
Yeah, big things. Looks like a lot of lands in hand.
Tapping a green, so does he have a Sago Wildling? Does he just want to go ahead and just... playing a 4/4 flyer, it can be a 5/5 flyer because it does have Endure 1.
Yeah, and the Dragon Storm Globe.
Okay. So Luis just pushing as much damage as possible. Matt can choose to trade with the Pummeler. He does have the 5/5, but then that gives Luis the ability to put those counters onto the Kotis, turning it into a 6/5 flying indestructible attacker.
Yep.
With protection, or excuse me, hexproof for monocolored.
Yeah, protection would be pretty busted because, you know.
Yeah, they're not going to do that for sure. But most of the spot removal spells in the format are monocolored, so
that is true.
It effectively makes it kind of immune to removal.
Yeah. Killing the blade is often easier than the creature it's attached to.
Right.
Okay, where are we going here? Luis.
Okay.
Maybe the blade back again. Onto Kotis.
To block.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana up.
It's got to have something good here, right?
One would hope.
3 mana.
Oh.
Okay.
Glacial Dragon Hunt. Cool.
Oh, must have a Molten Exhale to go with this.
Yeah, that would be sick.
If you deal 3 and then Molten Exhale. Well, that's still not enough to kill Baitor. Right? Because that would be 7 damage.
Yeah, it's 8 toughness now.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he just drew a card. Just
Okay.
no discards. Which is perfectly legal play. No creatures, though. So at least no endure value here.
Yeah.
For Luis, at least this turn. Yeah, here's the issue. Matt just hasn't found good attacks yet.
You know, if it goes long enough and Luis can't remove any of his creatures, he could just get to the 40 toughness and then just slowly whittle Luis's life total down.
Yeah.
Half, round it up. It'll come eventually. It'll just take a while.
What is this?
This is
the encroaching.
I think
No.
it's
Is that a Dragon Storm, the red one? Yeah, I believe so.
I think it is, yeah. The
alternate
Breaching
art.
Storm?
Alternate art. A piercing exhale. That is big.
Ooh.
Wow. So
Owie, he's got 2 of them in the deck.
yeah, so that can. That's probably killing the Hydra that's in play, the 4/4, and
Absolutely.
you get to surveil too, which is really nice.
Oh man, didn't get any value off those counters. Boo.
Did not.
Hiss. It's always fun when you get to steal your opponent's bombs. Not so fun when they take them back, though.
Fun for one person.
Ever had someone steal your Sabsunin in an Ether Drift draft?
I have not had that happen yet, no.
No, it was terrible. Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, no, that doesn't seem very fun. All right, so Matt passes. We'll draw a card. And then Luis has all the mana in the world.
Oh, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana after he finds his... Oh, no, I think he's found his...
Yeah, I think
already.
he's on 8, right?
Yeah. Well, 9 with the treasure as well, yes.
Oh, right, there's
And
a
then
treasure.
land will be
all right,
10.
bait. Did
Come
Matt,
on, top of the deck, do something cool.
presumably Matt drew his card with the Baitor.
I believe so,
Yeah.
hopefully did.
Okay. It's so great just because it's a free attack.
Yeah.
Now, Matt can just block with the 5/5, and
Yeah.
because it is a 4/3, so it's not. And Matt doesn't feel too bad if Luis does finish it off. The only thing he wants to protect is the Baitor Kindle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Molten Exhale.
Yep.
Okay.
Felithar, okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
Felithar down.
Slowly whittling away at the power and toughness on Matt Sikkink Johnson's side of things.
Yeah, Matt really just wants to find any dragon to play off the top here to reset the Dragon Storm. That'll be really great for him. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Let's get some goodies back, shall we? Monastery Messenger.
Okay, in choosing to get the Molten Exhale back.
What's the cheapest dragon in the set? It's 3 mana, right? The Clarion guy?
Yep. I think Luis had one in the sideboard, but he's got a couple of globes and it shuts them off. So he's not playing them. Yeah, Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, and it goes both ways too. So yeah, you just don't want to play it if you have globes in your deck. Also, it shuts off his blade. It kind of just like shuts off most of his good cards.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Just go with the other flappers in this case. Messenger, Carry Goldkeeper, which Luis would love to die.
Oh, that is a dragon.
Sagu Wildling.
That is a dragon. Bunch of life. You get a dragon in play. You reset that.
3, 4, 5, yeah, and can just
replay it. Yeah.
Feeling brave?
All right. Can Matt hit another dragon off of this for... Oh!
Yay! Dispelling Exhale.
Yeah, that was really important because that was another avenue of card advantage for Matt. But Matt's still drawing off the Baitor here. Matt's drawing like 3 or 4 cards off of the Baitor.
We need Kintry Severance. Come on, top of the deck.
Yeah. Well, top of the deck is Molten Exhale.
We know that, yes.
Right. but top of the deck.
Top. Yeah.
Yeah, top of the deck.
Come on, Quarry Mountain. Street help.
Okay, he's looking.
Globe.
Globe.
All
Okay.
right.
Can
Play it now if he wants to, I guess.
Yeah, so this attacks for 4, and now with the Molten Exhale, it's like, sure, Luis, if you want to use Molten Exhale to kill the Pummeler, you can.
Yeah. Not
Will
interested
Luis
in that.
choose to go that direction?
Dragonstorm first. Keep those treasures available. Land for turn, gain a life. Will we see a follow-up play here?
Just
gonna
moving
move it. Okay.
Yeah. Needs that Kintry Severance so badly. I think it's just the only way he can kill the Baitor.
He doesn't have like any Uranus rebuffs or anything like that, right? No bouncing spells.
No, I don't think he's got any bounce effects. I will say there's a Stormplane Detainment in Luis's sideboard. That one is definitely coming in.
Absolutely.
The Cruel Truths might also come in just because this matchup seems kind of slow and grindy.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple ways to like tap things
And this land has just been really impressive. It just seems awesome in sealed deck where you get to board states like this often, and it's literally just a land that draws you an extra card every turn.
That's sweet. Mana sinks. They're important.
Absolutely. Okay. Luis attacked into that.
Birdie down.
Okay.
Dragon hits the board. Comes in with 2 counters, courtesy
Two counters,
of the 2
okay.
globes.
He must have the Channel Dragonfire. Nothing? Why did he attack?
Not sure. Okay, Dragon's Prey kills Keru. Gold Keeper
Oh,
finally. That's
wait.
in the bin now.
Yeah. That's
Has Matt
interesting.
got any exile effects?
I mean, by doing that, it makes me think Matt might have some way to deal with the Kotis?
Yeah, could have his own Kintry Severance. He's got 1 in the
Yeah,
list.
yeah. I'm curious why Luis attacked. There has to be a reason. I just have to try to figure out why he attacked with the 4/5 there into the 5/5 reach.
Teaming Dragonstorm. 2 more bodies on the board here. So both players doing a great job of just gumming up this battlefield. The life total still pretty high, 1725.
So
Getting deep into the mid-late game here.
there is 20 toughness in play now. So he can attack. This is a safe attack.
Whee!
5/8 attacking into 7 power. Safe attack. You get to untap it and draw a card with all that mana up.
Ugh. That's gross.
Yeah, Baitor has been incredible.
Yeah, get that out of there.
Okay. But if Luis is leading with that, that's not a good sign for
Generally
Luis.
not, no. I think he's just digging for that
Yeah.
Kintry Severance, but gonna buff up Kotis now.
So it's now got flying,
Yep,
and it is a 6/5.
sweet.
6/5 flying, protection from monocolored, indestructible creature.
Yeah.
Now Matt does have a large creature to block with. Does he have
Yeah.
any way to target this?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Static Snare.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Isn't it hexproof from
It's
monocolored?
the Kotis is, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can get the blade, though.
Yeah, you can get the blade, but you cannot get the actual creature.
Next I'll target artifact or creature, yeah.
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 Got to get the blade.
Yep.
Wait, does it hit artifacts? It does. It
Excellent,
does. Okay.
Target
Yeah.
artifacts
Right.
or
Creature.
creature, yeah.
I remember in a testing session, I had Static Snare and Luis played an Elspeth, and then I was shocked that they couldn't kill the Elspeth. So.
Yeah. Stormplane Detainment gets it,
It
though.
does, yeah. It's
the common in the
weird
set
that the
gets it.
common is the one that kills everything.
Dreadful Apathy-esque. Molten Exhale, killing a critter on the board.
Yeah, but Matt now gets to untap. Matt just seems to have all the advantages here.
Yeah, sure does.
Oh,
Dragonstorm now.
this is just the
Oof.
ultimate dragon deck. He just has all the dragon storms.
This is cool.
He is going off here. And bins the Molten Exile, which also can't be a good sign.
No. I mean, all these things are getting way too big here to deal
Right.
with.
Sagu Pummeler.
Oh, boy.
Goodness.
Living up to his name.
Right? Yeah, the flying creature now also has reach.
Because, you know,
yeah.
just in case something is, you know, atmospheric.
Right.
Got to get that extra reach. Baitor is swinging in once again. Sticky note flying away there by itself.
Luis with the chump block here.
Just in case it's relevant.
Yeah.
You never know.
But not enough to untap the creature. Luis needs to find some way to connect with this Kotis. It's currently at a 4-3, which is not enough to attack through the Sagu Wildling.
What's that sitting at, 5-5 now?
It does look like it's a 5-5 flying with reach.
Man.
Okay. All right.
That's a dragon.
It's a big dragon.
It is.
It's a 5-5 vigilance. And just hitting land, so Luis does have a ton of mana sources in play. But
I just when it enters.
How does?
Or is that attack?
That's attack.
Okay.
How does Luis turn this around? Is the question.
Exile, exile, exile.
Exile. Yeah, you can exile. It's just the Kotis doesn't.
Severance.
Oh, jeez! Look at this.
Oh.
Picking up 2 Dragon Storms here.
He's just trying to play the bounce deck from standard and limited, right?
You can get all the lands out of your deck now if you want. Looks like actually just not planning on playing the ramp Dragonstorm. Just going for the Surveil here and the Drain. How many cards are left in Matt's deck?
There's not a lot. There's probably about 10 there, if I were to guess.
Yep.
That's a really small little stack he's got. That's also why he can't take any damage from Kotis.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I mean, this is probably just going to end it here now.
Stormplane Detainment taking care of Kotis.
And Matt has lots of answers to Kotis. 2 Detainments and the Static Snare.
Now, getting frisky. Double block here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Kintry Severance.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough, I would say.
There's just, Luis doesn't have a card. There's no sweeper or anything that can get him back from this spot. Yeah, Matt's deck looks incredible.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Just
getting extra value off your Dragon Storms.
Yeah, just Dragon Storms with great fixing and a bunch of dragons and also one of the best dragons to have in your deck too. So it's kind of everything going here. Luis really needed to find a Kintry Severance earlier.
Yeah.
Now it's just too late.
That is hits one of the little 2/2s only.
Probably just casting it.
Yeah, just play it, get some life back.
It is a 7/6 flyer that gives you 5 life.
Substantial, yeah.
Yeah.
Still doesn't kill Baitor though.
Nope, Baitor too large. Too large.
Will they bounce off each other? No, it'll kill it. It's a 6.
Baitor is a 6/8.
8, yeah.
So it is bigger.
Yeah.
And we're getting kind of close to the point where Matt can almost just attack with. Oh, never mind. Keep in mind, Matt's been drawing an extra card every single turn and this game's been going on for 6-7 turns since he cast the Baitor.
Yeah.
3 cards left. 4.
4?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, okay. Kintry Severance.
Gain a bunch of. Luis is simply trying to stay alive.
Yeah, just to mill him out.
And see if he can mill Matt here. Okay.
Is Baitor a may or a must? Let's find out.
No, you have to.
You have to.
It's a must. Oh, my. Can Luis actually find a way to deck Matt?
We'll find out. Teaming Dragonstorm.
I don't know. Luis is at 9. This is still a lot.
Or excuse me, it's Twinmaw Stormbrood. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
And he picked up the Corroding Dragonstorm, so that's 7. Oh, if he needs to survive for one more turn, and he actually can, if he can survive and not die to the Dragonstorm, he will be able to deck Matt. What can he find? He found a Storm Shell, but that's just a really expensive blocker for one of these tokens here.
Oh, man.
Oh,
where's the target opponent draws a card?
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, okay.
That's a bounce effect.
Isn't it the tap? No, it's a bounce.
No, that's the bounce effect. So maybe you just...
Ice Ridge Serpent, yeah.
Maybe you just bounced...
You don't want to bounce Baitor, right?
No. You need Baitor in play. That's the one that you want in play. I think you bounce maybe the Stormbrood? Because that's just another large flyer. I think Luis is still dead here, though. Yeah. He's at 9 life.
Yeah,
like even if you bounce a Stormbrood, you well, this is really close. Oh, he did bounce the Baitor.
Huh.
Okay. Oh, there were 3 cards left. I thought there were 2.
Oh,
okay.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
there were more cards hiding there. Okay. Yeah, but at this point, then it's just going to be probably too tough here for Luis.
Yeah, I think so.
Chooses to keep both. Luis gets drained. There's a million things that can attack. But I guess it'll also just depend on what else Matt's working with. He's going super wide here.
Mm-hmm. Hustling along now.
Yeah.
Trying to close out this game as quick as he can. Whee, more dudes.
Although I will say this is probably a point where you want to slow down.
Yeah.
Because
don't make a mistake here.
this is super close. Luis making the
Yep.
It's not enough.
Making the blocks he can, but still taking enough damage there.
He tried.
That was a good fight.
He definitely tried. He definitely.
Yeah.
It was a good fight. But these Dragon Storms, especially in sealed deck,
Oof.
if you can pick them up and replay them 2 or 3 times in a
Extra
game,
value.
that is just way too much to overcome.
Sweet game nonetheless there. First of potentially 3. While our players are sideboarding, don't forget, friends, that there is a flash sale ongoing at StarCityGames.com on all promotional singles. 10% off that ends Monday. So if you have an eye out something fancy, go treat yourself. Go and get one of those promotional cards, or, maybe 10. It's all up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. Sideboarding time here for our players. Luis Scott-Vargas has several options available to him. What do you think he's going to prioritize?
Probably card draw. I think Luis is going to want. The thing is, Matt's deck wasn't aggressive at all.
Yeah.
It was just basically the exact same thing that Luis is trying to do, possibly just better.
Yeah.
And so Luis's pool doesn't really allow him to go underneath his opponent. So I think what he's really just going to be looking to do here is just find, whatever extra removal spells, not removal spells, card draw effects that he has in the sideboard, and he's going to try to bring that in. Taking a look at the cards here.
I wanted to play the Ice Climber so bad.
Stormplane Detainment is a reasonable consideration here. He's already playing the counter spells.
Yeah.
And then if you take a look at maybe the black cards, he did have the Cruel Truths. I think that's certainly going to come in. Maybe even you just play stuff like Feral Death Gorger, because Luis does have a Dragon Storm of his own, and maybe you can exile some cards out of the graveyard for value there. But this is going to be a super grindy matchup. That first game took almost half an hour.
That was a long game,
right?
Yeah.
So you just need to kind of prepare for that and just kind of play that game plan here. But I just feel like, just taking a look at Matt's deck, it just felt like it just had better tools for this matchup.
I want to see Veteran Ice Climber with a stick. Because then you can just mill him out,
Yeah,
Easy.
Yeah.
Unblockable damage.
The problem is milling is just not something you really want to be doing early in this format, just because you got Harmonize, you got Renew.
Oh, yeah, you mill yourself if you want to.
You mill yourself, and then maybe once it's really big, then you start taking giant chunks out of their library. Because early on, if you're doing it one at a time, you're just helping your opponent.
That is true. But yeah, just not having a way to get that damage.
Yeah, that was despite Luis hitting 4 cards off of that Kotis. Remember that?
Yeah, that was insane.
That was the same game. Yeah.
Good grief. I mean, Kotis certainly did his best there.
Yeah.
Just needed some backup from the team. Game 2 underway here in round 5 of Magic Spotlight Dragons. All limited all the time. Today is sealed. Tomorrow will be draft. It's going to be awesome. It is awesome. So hopefully you will stay with us. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching thus far. Lands. Look at them lands.
It's a classic sealed start here. Tap land, tap land, tap land, tap Evolving Wilds.
Yep.
I guess that's also a tap land. Whoa, no land drop there.
Oof, all right.
For Matt, and also playing it main phase to play around Luis's counter magic.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Matt's got the bestest hand.
Certainly not here. It's possible Luis boarded out some little creature removal. We'll see what he does.
Yeah,
oh,
nice.
Yeah, okay. The Dragon Storms were the key to the last game, so maybe Luis can get things going here as well.
Oh, boy.
Wow, no land.
Traveling botanist, I think.
Yeah, well, that does block pretty well. But if Luis can find a way to just get the Botanist off the battlefield with a Molten Exile, that would be ideal for him.
Yeah.
Or the Storm Brood. Yeah.
Oh, man. I bet Matt was hoping that guy stuck around to try and dig a little deeper into the deck.
It looks like no land number 5 here for Luis either.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
All right. So he found land here, courtesy of the Saga Wildling and
Okay.
Sinkhole Surveyor.
And counter that.
No.
All right.
Says Luis.
Look at this. And both players recognizing that these games go long.
Yeah.
It is in your best interest to play quickly. So especially if this goes to a game 3.
Yes. Right. Matt's ideal hopes would be a clean 2-0 against LSV.
Yep.
But LSV wants none of that, so getting feisty here, in for 2, following up here now with a Temur Tawnyback.
Temur Tawnyback, solid. Luis really wants to just keep hitting land drops, but it looks like he missed on the land drop there, but does have the better board here. Matt does have a lot of removal. Matt also wants to find lands as well.
Is Coach's uncastable at the moment?
No blue. Wait, no, not uncastable. Just probably just didn't think Kotis was the most reliable way to try to win the game, especially with all the white removal spells, the exile effects. It's not going to be as good here.
Ooh,
Cruel Truths. He brought that in.
Gimme. Monastery Messenger.
Yeah. Then this is the type of card that's not the best in normal draft, but in sealed where things are slower, it's an excellent sideboard card. And if you don't have any card draw, it's totally fine to play as a 1-of as well.
I love playing Desperate Measures. It's basically just Skull Clamp on an instant.
Yep. Especially if you have some mobilized tokens to throw away. Oh, well.
Oh, we're encroaching.
Yeah, and that's big. Luis wasn't really able to punish Matt too much here with his stumble. Matt is no longer mana screwed, has all the mana in the world now.
Yep.
And Luis has to put as much pressure as possible, but Matt's hand has to be full of action here.
Oh yeah. Now 6 mana available. He's overtaken Luis in the mana department. So
yeah.
Even though he's down 7 life, Matt is firmly in the driver's seat at this point. You have to think, unless his hand is absolute garbage.
Right. And that's impossible because he missed land drops, right?
Yeah. Sagu Pummeler, followed by
Piercing Exhale. Did he reveal a dragon too?
Don't know.
Yep, he certainly did. Yeah. He's surveilling, so I'm assuming he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Wow.
Behold my dragons.
Matt has completely stabilized.
Yeah,
and is now looking to be in a better position here than Luis.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, Sagu Pummeler taken care of.
I guess Luis doesn't have another land to play here, otherwise he would have not tapped the white source.
Man, these guys' hands are going to be so crampy at the end of it. All the shuffling they have to do.
Yeah. You can they can prepare for this by testing Modern or something. That's the way to do it.
Dragonfire Blade on the board, but terrible target as there's just a monocolored creature down.
Yeah, Matt's probably playing a and that's Baitor!
Oh no.
Does Luis have the Kintree Severance here?
Make it stop. Make it go away.
Oh, double removal spell, it seems. Yeah. Got to do what you got to do.
Jeez. 2 for 1-ing. But Baitor is off the board, and that is what matters. Matt is down to 9. Luis has to close this game out now.
Yeah. Okay. Matt's drawn a bunch of lands after in a row here.
Sure has, yeah.
Curious what else he's working with. There's still a couple of cards left in hand, though.
Yep. You can see what's in
his
deck
any basic?
Still.
Okay, still 2 basics left.
It didn't feel fine, so.
Look, Luis has a bunch of mana. Can just equip the token.
He could.
Turn it into a 4/4 if you don't have anything else to do.
It's not great.
I agree with you. But it's something.
Yep. Tapping 4 here now. What's the follow-up? Another Teeming Dragonstorm cost. Get some more dudes down, and a Monastery Messenger getting back our exile.
No, Cruel Truths. More value. Okay. Oh, this is a big board.
Yeah.
Luis is looking really good. Look, Matt played in an Encroaching Dragonstorm and had nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big dragon. Sure.
What's it like, a 4/4? No, a 6/6 with his counters?
It's a 6/7, I believe.
Because it can only target itself. Yeah, 3 counters. It's large.
It's large, but
Armament Dragon now doing defense here for Matt up against a pretty wide board here.
Luis could just look for a removal spell and go for the win here with the Cruel Truths.
No, I don't think that was it.
I don't think you want either. There was a Dispelling Exhale too, but that doesn't seem very good here.
Get out of here.
Take some damage and...
No.
Nope. That was a Teamer Monument, I think.
Whoops.
Stepping 3 mana pretty quickly. Oh, moving on to a token. Okay, so now Matt has to chump the Soldier here and take 6 and go to 2.
Yeah.
Unless Matt has another removal spell. Oh, it looks like he does.
Severance.
So Matt goes to 4. Luis only has 2 tokens in play. Okay.
Yeah, just
Teamer Monument. But the creature doesn't have haste, so Matt...
It's a 5/5 though, but yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very large. Can Matt continue finding action here? Down to 4. If Luis can find a removal spell, that's lethal. Assuming Matt has nothing else.
Man, they're hustling. 14 minutes to go on the clock.
Yeah, game 3's got to be quick.
Yep.
I don't think playing the Dragonstorm does that much. Oh, geez.
Oh,
that just tells me Matt's got nothing else to do.
Yeah. He's just finding every land to hopefully draw gas.
Just thinning out the deck here.
Yeah.
So Luis, I don't think wants to attack here.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 damage.
Yeah.
Then what?
Just drawing, looking for the Severance now.
Let's go. Can we find it? 3 mana left up.
Doesn't find it. The alternative was to play a 5/5.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to equip and pass.
Yep.
It's 4 mana to equip. No, 3? 3 mana to equip.
Yeah, this is one color.
Yeah. Okay, Matt's got basically all spells left in his deck.
Has to.
All spells in his deck, so...
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands.
But
so there's 5 left in the deck.
The thing is, he just can't attack, though. Oh, that's huge! All right, now, that's how you stabilize here. Luis is going to need to find more action here now because that gained Matt 5 more life. 2 giant dragons in play. Severance would still be a good draw here, or a dragon to pick up his own Dragonstorm.
Yeah. Good lord.
6 mana. That's a dragon for sure. Yep.
It's his own Twinmore Stormbrood.
Yep, and that comes into play with a counter.
Don't miss your counter. Don't miss your counter.
I'm assuming it comes into play with a counter?
It should, yeah. Dragonstorm Globes on the board.
Oh, he might have missed it.
Yeah.
So 4 creatures on Matt's side and 9. Okay, you got it. 6/5 flyer still can't attack through the Armament Dragon. Oh, man. There's just so much stuff in play. You got to figure this out so quickly.
It's looking like a war zone at this point.
Oh, and a Detainment? Can you attack? Not yet.
Not yet.
But that's 4 blockers on Matt's side, and Luis only has 4 attackers. Matt's done a really great job of stabilizing here.
Yes, certainly
Another
has.
dragon here maybe for Luis. Yeah, that's a dragon. He's still... Look, I mean, every turn. Bounce. Gain 3 life.
It's just a bounce off at this point.
So now we're looking at how many creatures on Luis's side here. We have 7 creatures to 4 blockers, but Matt is at 9 life.
Yep.
And Matt continues drawing cards because what? He has no lands left in the deck.
Yeah.
There's
the Warden of the Grove.
Yep.
That's bad news for each following creature.
Yeah. Is Luis finally out of action? Ooh, I think I saw Kintry Severance in Luis's hand. That is big.
Swingy time?
No, that's a Stormplane
Detainment, nice. Okay. So biggest blocker out of the way.
4 blockers available.
7 attackers, you said?
Does he have he's got a Severance too.
Oh,
so the Flyers can get in. He can now just attack with the Flyers. Can he attack with everything? There's 3 blockers now in play.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Getting in with everything.
Sideways. Hell yeah. Don't think he's dead.
No, that's 10 damage coming through.
Dead?
Yeah, that's 10 damage coming through. 4 in the air and 6. Wow.
All right.
All right. We have
hustle.
10 and a half minutes here.
Woo!
And a draw does nobody any favors here because you need to go 6 and 2 or better.
Yeah.
It'll help you for day 2 with tiebreakers. Obviously, it's better than a loss.
Yeah, but if you don't get that loss, what you need.
For the purposes of making day 2, it's effectively a loss.
Yeah, you need 18 points to get through to tomorrow. Friends, this set is so cool. It is awesome in a limited environment. It's going to make pretty big waves in all the other constructed formats. So if you want, go and order Tokyo Dragonstorm right now on starcitygames.com/MTG-TDM. get yourself some pretty dragons. Maybe you'll get lucky open one of the dragon scale fetch lands. That would be sick. I would love to open one of those. Oh, they're so beautiful. Anyway, that's just me salivating over foils as we get back into game 3 here. Less than 10 minutes remain for these players. So do you do any crazy sideboarding, because you cannot play a game as long as game 1?
You don't have the time to.
You don't.
Right? I feel like if both players want to win, you literally just need to present your deck.
Yeah.
Because both of these decks just nobody is winning until turn 10 of the game in most part, unless you can find the teaming Dragonstorm, get that going early.
Yeah.
That's kind of the route to victory here. So
it's gonna be rough.
There's a very decent chance that this could potentially end in a draw.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't want that for either player, because that would just be terrible. So I don't want to say I hope someone has a terrible hand, but that is basically what it needs to come down to.
Luis has a pair of Snowmelt Stags in the sideboard.
Oh, no.
Unblockable damage. I'm just look.
I mean,
it's
no, Paul.
Look.
No, Paul.
No?
No, I'm not. I am not even.
All right.
Nope.
Trying here.
But yes, unblockable damage would be handy, especially
that would
when.
work. The problem is you draw it and then it doesn't, and then your opponents play their good cards.
Yeah.
it does block pretty well. So
yeah, it's not bad. Veteran Ice Climber, I'm telling you, man.
All right. Gonna see some turbo magic here.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to draw.
Life totals reset, hopefully, and then we are off to the races as soon as the players are happy with their hands. Here we go.
So game 3, Luis with a win, Matt with a win.
Yep. You're going to see
fetching,
quite a lot of shortcutting here, yeah.
Yeah, fetching immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you even just choose not to cast your omens? You're just like, I don't want to shuffle. I don't have time to shuffle.
I mean, it could be. Just get your dragons down, because that's how you're going to win, right?
It's like not even, look at this, not even shuffling your opponent's deck. Just like go for it or cut, maybe that's it.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is stressful.
Oh, absolutely. Times like this, I'm happy that I'm here.
Yeah.
Right.
Same. I mean, I'm still stressed not for them. You know, it's just okay. Encroaching Dragonstorm.
Just searching, shuffling, but Matt does have a ton of mana. Yeah. Luis did play a Globe as well, so he's not that far behind here. 5 mana in play. Nice. Did we just get dragons going here?
Sagu Waddling, let's go.
That's yeah. I mean, surely Matt will have something here. He's got 6 lands in play, so Matt just got to kind of move at a pretty good pace here just to keep things going. 5 mana, 6 mana.
Nice, okay.
Okay.
Totemal Stormbrood.
All right.
5/4.
Can Luis pump this up? If you can suit it up with a blade that would be amazing here. Or if you just have a way to kill the Stormbrood, not a lot though, then you can get in for 2. Let's see.
We have an Exhale of sorts.
Molten Exhale would also work.
Sweet.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, drag
hit
it down.
for 2. Can you hit something?
Cards.
Miss and a miss.
Nope. Oh, let's Philithar out of the way. What's the other one there? Oh, that's the Exile.
The Negotiations.
Yes,
that's,
aggressive negotiations, yeah.
Very, very solid card in a slow matchup like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nothing. Wait. A bunch of mana and it has the Dragonstorm. I wonder what Matt's working with here. Oh, yep. That's one way to deal with it. Absolutely. Can Luis counter it? If he's got the X counter, that would work. But Luis chooses not to do that. And now just going to continue running. Yep, that's an excellent card here. That's one way to get it going. You do that and play some dragons. That's a good route here. Now Matt's just getting mana in play. Is that all he has? And he passed the turn. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Luis attacking here, 4 damage. Can Luis play a dragon, pick up this Dragonstorm, and just continue putting pressure?
That's the hope.
4 mana is not dragon mana. No. Oh, it is dragon mana, right? Yeah,
nice.
That's a nice one here. Picks it up.
Gets a counter on it, so that's a big flyer now. So Matt has to deal with this somehow. Deals with it with Molten Exhale.
Molten Exhale at instant
Spectral
speed.
Denial says no thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right.
So Keru gets to stick around.
And it's a 4/4, and the Sagu in Matt's hand is only a 3/3, so it doesn't even block the dragon particularly well. Might be his only play though.
Yep.
Yeah, picks it up, but hey, that's not a good blocker for the dragon. Replays it, gets all the lands out. 5.5 minutes. Luis is looking good at least right now.
Yeah.
Lots of mana in play, but you at least get an attack in with the dragon. If you have another Molten Exhale here or a Glacial Dragon Hunt, you get the Saga Wilding off the battlefield. Boom, you get in for 8.
Any blades in hand?
I think if he had a blade, he would have played it earlier.
Oh,
so
yeah. Pokey stick. No, you know,
Could have top decked one.
Top
yeah.
decked one, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, it just looks like a Dragon Storm and the Twin Maw Stormbird, I think.
Yeah, big turn here, but
Do we want to get this Wildling off the board, or are we just happy to?
does he have
lose
a
one of the
Molten
bros?
Exhale? I don't know.
Oh, wait, no, the Charring Bite can't kill the dragon. Never
Right.
mind.
Okay, looking for cards here. Cruel Truths. Kept both. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Found the land. Likes the land. 2 mana. Kill. Kill spell. Okay, Glacial Dragon Hunt. This is an attack for 8 damage. Get the Wildling off the battlefield. Probably going to have to discard a good card, though.
Yeah.
That's why he's tanking here.
Do you chuck the Twin Maw? That would suck.
I don't think so. Oh, the blade.
Oh, he did have it. Well, he found it.
Yeah, found it. But hey, 8 damage in. Don't think he's
Yeesh.
going to need the blade here. Can Matt find something here? Baitor. Some way to stabilize here. Okay.
Okay. I see your dudes, and I show you mine.
Does he have a dragon too? Oh, there's the Baitor. Oh, man. And draws a card. Okay. What a swingy game here.
We haven't seen Kintry Severance yet, hey?
We haven't yet. So if Luis has it, he's probably going to fire it off instantly.
Yeah. Under 4 minutes to go now in game 3 here, round 5. It is stressful.
Oh, Stormplane
Detainment!
Detainment. Okay.
Got it.
Second removal spell. Get that out of the way.
Yep.
Chum. 4 damage. Matt's down to 11 here. And a Storm Shell.
Storm
Okay.
Shell. What's up, buddy?
These are the heavy hitters. Matt, do you have another good follow-up here? He can make 2 2/2s, but does he have something else? Maybe his own Stormplane Detainment to get the Baitor back.
He needs it. He needs that big blocker in the sky, or he's going to be dead in a couple turns here.
All the mana in the world.
Ooh.
Oh, and now remember, when time runs out, we do still get 5 turns.
Yes. Okay, teaming Dragon Storm, get some more
Okay.
blockers down. Likely chumping a Storm Shell.
Oh,
Storm
yeah,
Blade
he
Detainment.
did have the
got it.
Detainment. Oh, my gosh. Now you can pick up the Dragon Storm.
Yeah.
Did he not?
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Matt.
Is it when you cast? Or no, it's when it enters the
It's when
battlefield,
it enters
right?
the battlefield, right?
Oh,
I think so.
I believe so as well. Okay. Wow.
Oh, no.
This is brutal here now. Luis, it was looking close, but you can find some answers here. You attack with the Storm Shell, try to find a Kintry Severance, right? That is certainly something that you can still try to do. Draw 3 cards, but now now can the game end?
Yeah, that's the question.
Right?
So chump, and that would kill the Keru.
Yeah, but then you can kill the Baitor with the Glacial Dragon Hunt.
Yeah.
6 mana.
Oh,
Okay.
Bewildering Blizzard. Okay, so that keeps
Okay,
Keru alive?
sure. Wow, Luis drew a million
2?
cards this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how is he dealing with the Baitor? Does he have a Molten Exile? Is he looking for one? Nope, doesn't have one.
3.
Okay.
Messenger. What do you put back on top?
Maybe a Blizzard? Molten
Might as
Exile.
well.
Molten Exile, it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Man.
jeez.
How important is that Dragon Storm going to be?
It could be huge. Now, a lot of Luis's attacks now are in the air.
Yeah.
Because the Storm Shell is no longer, or it's
Yeah,
locked
it's not a
down
problem,
for
yeah.
a few turns. But
It's chilling. I don't even know if we'll get 3 more turns out of this game, honestly.
right, yeah.
A minute and a half to go.
But hey, getting those extra points of power, toughness, namely on the battlefield, does let you attack and block with Baitor.
Absolutely.
If you can get 20 power and 20 toughness in play, rather. Keeps drawing 6 drops though. Whoa! Armament Dragon. Oh man, the hits do not stop here.
Here comes the fun.
Do we have enough now here? That's 4, 3, 6, 9, 13 plus 7. That's 20.
Yeah.
So now everything has vigilance basically. Luis is chumping. Everything gets to attack and everything gets to block here. Matt gets another card. Matt has firmly stabilized this board.
And picked up the Dragon Storm this time around and recasting it again.
And everything untaps and you draw cards.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow.
I think Matt has clawed his way out of this hole. And this is going to be incredibly tough for Luis to win.
Yeah, I just don't. At this point, at 12 life, like what can you
Yeah.
even do here? You attack, Baitor blocks. I guess even if Baitor blocks and you kill it, there's just too much. Or you can just take 4. It's not even that bad anymore, given that you're at 12 life now. But remember, Luis did draw a ton of cards last turn, so he does have probably a lot of options here. But this, I mean, Matt's board just out of nowhere. Look at this.
Nuts. just haymaker after haymaker.
Yeah.
Here comes Teaming Dragonstorm once again to get some creatures on the board. Sagu Wildling 2 to be able to pick that back up. So 3 more creatures on the board, 3 life now gained for Luis.
And now Luis might be playing the game of...
And we are time in the round.
Yeah, now Luis is playing the game of how do I not die?
Yeah.
And just try to get the draw at this point.
Man, that's brutal.
Yeah, it is tough, but Matt is now the player that's seemingly in the lead now with that active Baitor in play. Now we're looking at a 4/4 flyer and a 3/3 flyer in play, so Matt can't attack with the Baitor unless he's got some kind of way to kill one of the flyers. Matt's trying to see if there's a way he can get a big attack in and just try to close the game out.
Yeah.
You have to be mindful, though, that you're still at 12 life here. So if you have nothing else left in hand, you got to be careful with these attacks.
And it looks like when time was called in the round, Matt is going to be turn 0.
Yeah, and now that time has been called, you can take your time.
Yeah.
Right?
Now you're chill.
You don't have
now you can relax.
You don't have unlimited time, but you can take your time and really figure out how you can try to close out this game.
Yeah.
What are the good attacks? I don't need to do any shortcuts anymore. Read the board, figure things out.
Yeah. Whew. We can breathe too.
Well, yeah. Jeez.
Ooh, piercing exhale.
Oh, that's huge.
That's massive. Getting rid of one of the flyers.
Yeah. 2 lands in the graveyard. Remember drawing a card too. So that's a free Baitor attack at least.
5. I mean, those 3/3s on the board too.
What is this?
They're no joke.
4 mana card? Can you just attack with everything?
Yeah, why not?
All right. There you go. Luis saying, I'm going to make all the obvious blocks here.
Yeah.
Double block. Where are those counters? One of them's on a thing. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 damage. Wait, is that? Wait, no, that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 15 damage, no? Yeah. Luis can't double block one. So 12 damage. Luis goes down to 2 here. Corroding Dragonstorm for the win would also work.
Sunpearl Kirin jumps in.
Wow, bounces Armament Dragon. Then that allows you to pick up the Teaming Dragonstorm as well.
Good grief.
Yeah, and this is Matt's going to win on his
6, 9,
turn 2 here.
14.
Jeez, look at this.
Yeah, no, he's got so much value. Baitor absolutely ran away in both games that it made an appearance.
And the Teaming Dragonstorm from both sides. Really impressive. Oh, look at this, putting a ton of counters.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Everything untaps. Are we at 40 toughness, by the way?
I don't know if we're there yet.
We might be getting
it's
close. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I think he's counting for us.
Right.
What does he get to?
He's like, nope, not quite.
You don't need to take 1 point of damage off of Luis anyway, but.
Yeah.
Oh, no, would he kill him? No.
Luis is at.
Harvard rounded up.
Right.
Yeah.
Luis is at 2 here. He's super dead. He doesn't even. He's already cast the Bewildering Blizzard as well.
Yeah.
So you can't even use that as a fog effect. Oh.
Jeez, that's gonna do it. So Matt Sikkink Johnson just value town with this Abzan list.